Well, just a few days before our opening game against Maryland, here's some Baltimore State practice for you guys. Of course, my name is Kaz Cray. Welcome to this video, guys. And pretty much this is more or less a preview of the upcoming season, along with the opening practice of the year. Baltimore State isn't too different roster-wise when it comes to offense and defense. We still have the same starters for the most part, although we do have one new starter on the offensive line. Bobby Williams, the true freshman, is going to be starting at right guard instead of Mitchell Baldridge. Of course, Baldridge had that horrible game against Southern Miss at the end of the year last season, so he's going to be the reserve guard. Judas Stevens is still starting at left guard. We still have Tate Edison at left tackle, E.J. Lillincole at center, and senior Adam Lewis is going to be starting right tackle. He's probably going to be one of the team captains, along with Lewis Gibson, the quarterback. And of course, Gibson really crapped out towards the end of the year last year and ended up getting benched by Franklin Jones, but he returns as a starter now. Hopefully he has a better season than he did last year. He threw for 16 touchdowns, 12 interceptions. And that's the end of the season, especially the Southern Miss game where he threw 2 picks in the first half. He's going to have to improve off of that. Baltimore State, of course, lost their last 3 games of the season after starting 7-2. So they look to finally at least get to a bowl game. Ideally, they make it to the Conference USA Championship. Last year, of course, Florida Atlantic, who they didn't even play, ended up winning the conference. So we'll see what happens with that. Of course, you get Jordan Burrell coming back as a starting running back. Antoine Tracy is starting fullback. And Jacob Spain got moved to receiver. And actually, I got a question from a franchise guy. He was asking me, pretty much all he was asking me is just, with Spain moving to receiver, like, what do I expect the run versus reception rating to be pretty much for him? Like, just like the split between carries and receptions. Now, I don't want you guys to get the wrong idea about me moving Spain to receiver. I did think he'd benefit the offense more playing receiver than he would at running back, especially with Josh Seymour in the mix now. But Spain's still going to be the starting, he's still going to be the number 2 running back. He's still going to get his carries behind Burrell. I mean, I want to give Seymour some carries too, but overall, I don't expect Spain's carry. I think he'll get more carries as the season goes on. Part of the problem last year was he was doing kick returning and punt returning, so I couldn't really get him on the field on offense. But I do expect him to get a lot more carries this year. I do expect him to be a bigger part of the offense than he was last year. He'll still be the kick returner, but I really want to utilize Jacob Spain more than I did last season. And of course, we get all of our receivers back. We get Jadarius Duncan back, Jimmy Blackman, all those guys. And obviously Aldrin Johnson and Javier Harewood as well. So here's a look at our schedule. We're going to be playing Maryland the first week of the season. We played them week 2 last year, but they're going to be our week 1 opponent. We're going to be playing at M&T Bank Stadium. Then we have to play Texas A&M at College Station, so we're going to be dealing with the 12th man. We play UCLA later in the season. And those are our 3 non-conference opponents. We'll also be playing Rice for the first time this year, as well as Texas San Antonio, Old Dominion as well, and Florida Atlantic. And that goes along with our opponents, some of our opponents from last year. Louisiana Tech, of course, we lost to them. UTEP, we beat them in a very close game last year. Middle Tennessee State, Florida International, and Marshall, all of our other 3 losses, as well as Southern Miss. We won't be playing Southern Miss unless we both make it to the conference championship game. And then we look at the top 25. Oklahoma, who won the national championship last year, starts out number 1. And look at the rest of the teams there. Of course, we play UCLA and Texas A&M. They're both 14 and 15, respectively. And then Houston rounds up the top 25 as well. We're 87th ranked right now when it comes to preseason. We're actually 6 spots behind Maryland, who will be playing in the first game of this year, obviously. And then Air Force, Marshall, Arizona, Northwestern, and Northern Illinois all drop out of the top 25 from last year. And Old Dominion is currently the favorite to win Conference USA. We're currently 10th. And then DeMario McCall is the favorite to win the Heisman again. And we're going to look at the All-Americans. And Jacob Spain currently our only first-team All-American. Then we have Lakeem Foster and Isaiah Kegler as our second-team guys. And then we look at All Conference USA. We got Foster, Keaton Hodges, a few other guys. So we have a lot of Conference USA All-Americans so far. Well, all Conference USA, not All-Americans, but you guys know what I mean, though. Anyways, we're going to check out recruiting now. Now, a lot of you guys that entered in your recruits, I got everybody except like 2 people. Like I said, you guys are going to be more likely to be entered into like as like recruits or whatever if you follow the guidelines that I put in like the description of like every video. You guys didn't really do it, so I couldn't really get them in, but I got most of you guys in. If I didn't get you in this year, you're going to be in next year. But for the most part, everybody's going to be on the recruiting board because I'm going to have a lot of needs in the future. I am losing some guys after this season. So pretty much everybody who created a player is going to be on my recruiting board. There's no guarantee I'm going to get every single player that was created. But I'm going to try to get as many of you guys as possible. Like, if I can't get certain guys on my team, I'm going to follow your careers regardless. Like, I'll give you guys updates on your players and all that. So, and first week of the season, like I said, we're going to be playing Maryland at M&T Bank Stadium. We beat them last year when we played at Maryland. This is going to be a good game regardless. And it's going to be like on a bigger stage since it's at the Ravens Stadium. But yeah, thank you guys for watching this video. The next video is going to be the Maryland game. And you guys have a wonderful rest of your day, night, or whenever you're watching this video. I'm out. Deuces.